Diane May. I'm a mindfulness meditation teacher, and I share tips and techniques on mindfulness meditation so that you can live a happier, healthier, and more resilient life. In today's video, I'm going to share 4 tips on how to work with trauma in your meditation practice. Before we get started, let's talk about how we define trauma. While we usually think of trauma as violence, war, or a traumatic event like a natural disaster, in reality, there's a wide range of events that can all create a trauma response in our bodies, such as illness, losing a job, loss of a loved one, as well as societal oppression like poverty or racism. Witnessing any of these traumas can also create a trauma response as well. Simply put, a trauma response happens anytime our nervous system is overwhelmed and our usual methods of coping no longer work. An estimated 70% of adults in the US have experienced at least one traumatic event in their life, and 20% of those people go on to suffer from PTSD or post-traumatic stress disorder. I share those statistics to make it clear that if you're experiencing symptoms of trauma such as anxiety, panic, sleeplessness, or depression, or sleeping too much, that you're not alone and it's not your fault. If you've experienced an unresolved trauma, it's likely that thoughts or emotions around this experience might come up in your meditation practice. Meditation is a wonderful tool to use on your healing journey. It's important to note, though, that meditation does not replace therapy. There are many trained professionals who are using mindfulness meditation in their practice, and if therapy is right for you, I highly encourage you to find a therapist who incorporates meditation into their practice. My first tip in using meditation when working with trauma is to find an anchor to use when you feel distressed. This is helpful when you're in what's called the tolerance zone. You may be feeling some strong emotions, but you're not in a state of overwhelm. In this zone, the first step is to soothe and calm yourself and bring about a feeling of safety and love. One of the ways we do this is by establishing an anchor, such as the breath, sounds in the room, body sensations such as the feeling of your feet on the floor, the feeling of your body sitting on the cushion or chair, or feeling into a neutral or pleasant sensation in your body. Another way to offer yourself comfort is to offer yourself a comforting gesture, such as placing your hands on your heart or on your cheek. Another way is to repeat a comforting phrase to yourself, such as, I love you, may I be safe, or it's okay. Tip number 2. It's okay to pause or stop if you feel overwhelmed. While meditation can help ground us in our bodies, it's not the right tool if we are experiencing intense distress or overwhelm. If you find yourself in a state of overwhelm or strong fear during your meditation practice, it's best to stop and offer yourself other resourcing. This might look like having a cup of tea, reading a book, taking a shower, calling a friend, or walking in nature. Tip number 3. If you're able to, practice contacting the fear a little bit at a time. Earlier, I mentioned the tolerance zone. First, pick an anchor that's right for you. It could be a body sensation, the breath, or sounds in the room. Second, as you feel into the fear, notice when you begin to reach a sense of overwhelm. But before you're overwhelmed, shift your attention into your selected anchor of the breath or body sensations. You could also choose an image of a person who brings to mind feelings of love and care for you. And as you begin to reach that state of distress or overwhelm, then shift your attention towards the image of that kind being. Experiment with shifting back and forth, touching into the fear, and then before you become overwhelmed, shifting back into your comforting anchor. Tip number 4, try walking meditation. I spoke about walking meditation as a tip for how to bring more wakefulness into your practice in my video on how to deal with sleepiness. I'll leave the link in the description box below. Walking meditation can be used instead of sitting meditation if the feeling of sitting still brings about feelings of anxiety or distress. In a walking meditation, take 10 to 15 steps mindfully, noticing the sensations in your body as you're moving your legs and feet, and then take 10 to 15 steps in the other direction. In a walking meditation, our main focus is on the sensations in our body, not from moving from one side of the room to the other. In a walking meditation, we're able to calm our minds by connecting our breath, body, as we walk mindfully one step at a time. I hope these tips and techniques help you on your journey towards healing. If you've experienced trauma or strong fear, I want you to know that you're taking an important first step in your healing journey and that I'm so proud of you. No matter what you've been through, please know that you have the capacity to heal. In my next video, I'll talk about what to do with those never-ending thoughts during your meditation. If you like this video, please give a thumbs up and subscribe for more mindfulness tips. I hope you have a beautiful day, keep meditating, and I'll see you in my next video.